Good morning, students. In a previous class, that is class 6 of the chapter Atomic Structure, I already give a little idea about two important rules. One is known as Aufbau principle. Aufbau. It is not a name of a scientist. I repeat again. The German word that means filling of. Filling of the orbitals means filling of the orbitals with electron. Building of the orbitals or filling of the orbitals. And according to him, electrons are entered into the different orbitals. Electrons are entered into the different subcell in the increasing order of their energies. Then question arises, how we know which subcell lower energy, which subcell higher in energy? That means by a rule known as n plus L, small n known as principal quantum number, small l known as azimuthal quantum number. So, point one of this rule that for the two subcell whose n plus L value is lower, that is known as lower in energy and filled fast. Point two, for the two subcell, if n plus L value remains same, then that subcell is lower in energy whose principal quantum number is lower. In this way, one is able to calculate the electronic configuration in different cell, subcell and also orbital in the increasing order of their energy. And another one is there, we cover, that is known as Horn's rule of maximum multiplicity. Next one is there, Horn's rule of maximum multiplicity. According to this principle, electrons are distributed in the various subcell in such a way that first thing is that to keep in your mind that always maintain the maximum number of unpaired electrons. That means in case of degenerate orbital, the subcell which possess more than one orbital having equal energy, these are known as degenerate orbital. So while filling up the electron in the degenerate orbital, our attempt should be in such a way that maximum number of unpaired electrons remain there. That means electrons are arranged in the various degenerate orbital in such a way that pairing does not take place till and until vacant orbitals are available. Besides this, we also cover the assumption, that means the exception cases of about 2 points is there. One is in chromium and one is in copper. That is due to extra stability. And also we are able to calculate the electronic configuration of neutral atom, electronic configuration of positive ion and also electronic configuration of negative ion. Today, that is class 7 of this chapter Atomic Structure, I will try to complete another one term that is known as, very important term, that is known as Pauli's exclusion principle. The scientist Wolfgang Pauli. Mark that. Today I will try to cover Pauli's exclusion principle. The name of the scientist, that is Wolfgang Pauli. According to him, this principle is known as Pauli's exclusion principle. Very interesting principle. This principle states that no two electron in an atom, possess the same set of 4 quantum number alike. I repeat again, this principle says that no two electron in an atom possess all the 4 quantum numbers same. At the best, maximum 3 quantum number remain same. That is principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number remains same. While the fourth quantum number, that is spin quantum number, always different. That is, for the first electron, that is a plus half, that means it is moving clockwise direction, while the second electron, its value is minus half, while it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. Just like no two person in one home, no two person in one home possess same type of address. That means one point must be different to identify, to locate which one is there. Similarly, this principle says that no two electron in an atom possess all the 4 quantum numbers same. Maximum 3 quantum number remains same, maybe, but the fourth quantum number, that is spin quantum number, always different. That is, for first electron it is plus half, and for second electron it is minus half. Let us select one example, that is a nitrogen. Mark that. If we select nitrogen, then it is electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Mark that 7 electrons are there. So we have to calculate the address of 7 electrons. If we select, that means principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and spin quantum number. Mark that 2 electron is there. For first electron, it is 1, principal quantum number 1. Mark that. For second electron, principal quantum number 1. Similarly, S is the subcell. For first electron, for S 0. For second electron, S is 0. Magnetic quantum number, that is, it is value minus L to plus L through 0. Mark that. L is 0 here, so it is 0, 0. But the last spin quantum number, it is plus half, it is minus half. Similarly, in 2s2, in second cell, S subcell, 2 electron is there. As it is the second cell, principal quantum number is 2, 2. Then azimuthal, as it is S, it is 0, 0. Magnetic is 0, 0. It is plus half, it is minus half. Similarly, the second cell, so principal quantum number for all the cases is 2. And it is P subcell, that is minus 1, 0, plus 1. Because P value is Px, Py, Pz. That means it is for principal, for S is equal to 0, for P is equal to 1, 1, 1, 1. Then magnetic quantum number, minus L to plus L through 0, minus 1 to plus 1 through 0. It is minus 1, 0, plus 1. And it is spin quantum number, plus half, plus half, plus half. Mark that 7 set of quantum numbers. At best, mark that, at best, in each case, 3 quantum number remain same, maybe, but for the fourth one, that is different. For one, it is a plus half, for second, it is a minus half. It is all about Pauli's exclusion principle. Now, ready to write this one. Now, note down the Pauli's exclusion principle. That means the scientist Wolfgang Pauli had given a guiding principle for calculating the maximum number of electrons that is present in a cell and is distributed in subcell and in orbitals. And according to him, this principle known as Pauli's exclusion principle. According to this principle, note down, according to this principle, no two electrons in an atom can have all the four quantum numbers alike. That means no two electron in atom. That means no two electron in an atom possess all the set of four quantum number remain same. At best, maximum three quantum number remain same. That is principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, and magnetic quantum number. While the fourth quantum number, that is spin quantum number, is different. That is for first electron, it is plus half, means it rotate clockwise. While for the second electron, it is a minus half, that is rotate anti-clockwise. Let us apply this concept. Let us apply this concept for one nitrogen atom. I repeat again. Let us apply this concept for a nitrogen atom. We know that is nitrogen atom symbolically represented as N, having 7 electrons, and common electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Mark that. That is nitrogen 7, 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Mark that. 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 2p3 rewrite as 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So 7 electrons are there. Suppose 7 set of quantum number. Principal quantum number. First is principal quantum number. Symbolically is N. Second is azimuthal quantum number L. Magnetic quantum number M. Last one is spin quantum number, that is S. 1s2 means the 2 electron is there in S subcell of first cell. First cell, remember that letter is always represent principal quantum number. The symbol SPDF represent the azimuthal quantum number. Again, principal quantum number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n, while azimuthal quantum number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1. So the principal quantum number for the first electron is 1, for second electron is 1. Azimuthal quantum number for S, it is 0, 0. Magnetic quantum number depends upon azimuthal quantum number. The magnetic quantum number, that is the number of orbitals given by the azimuthal quantum number, 2l plus 1. And L is from minus L to plus L through 0. As L is 1, minus 0 to plus 0 through 0. So it is 0 means 0, 0. And it is a plus half. For second electron, it is a minus half. 2 set is there. Maximum 3 are remain same, while fourth one is different. Similarly, 2s2, 2 electron is there. S subcell of second cell. So second cell, principal quantum number 2 in both the case. As it is S, it is both the cases 0. And magnetic quantum number 0, it is a plus half, it is a minus half. Next, 2px1 means the 1 electron is there, p subcell of second cell. 2py1, 1 electron is there, p subcell of second cell. 2pz1, 1 electron is there, that is a 2p, that means p subcell of second cell. So in each case, principal quantum number is 2. As is the p subcell, azimuthal quantum number is 1. And we know that possible value of magnetic quantum number minus L to plus L through 0. L is 1, minus 1 to plus 1 through 0. Minus 1, 0, plus 1. And for spin quantum number, plus half, plus half, plus half. Mark that. 7 set of is there. 7 set of quantum number is there. No one, in no 2 electron in this case, possess all the 4 quantum number remain same. Here we observe maximum principal, azimuthal, magnetic quantum number remain same, while in case of fourth one, the spin quantum number is always different. That is, for first one it is plus half, and while for second one it is minus 1. So by using this principle, one is able to calculate how the electrons are arranged in cell, subcell, and sub-subcell, that is orbital. Let us mark that. Initially, in class 10th, we know the arrangement of electron on the basis of cell by 2n square. By applying this principle, the maximum number of electron that is present in first cell is 2, second cell that is 8, next 18 and 32. Now, by using this principle, we have to derive how the total number of electron in cell is subdivided into subcell and sub-subcell, that is known as the orbitals. First thing, mark that. First thing, we have to calculate in first cell how many subcell, how many orbitals are there. In second cell, next in third cell, next in the fourth cell, one by one. As a result of which there, one is easy. For one is easy to identify how the electrons are arranged differently in cell, subcell and sub-subcell. So first is principal quantum number, then azimuthal quantum number, then magnetic quantum number. Mark that. First is principal quantum number n, azimuthal quantum number L, then magnetic quantum number M, next spin quantum number. First one is principal quantum number, then L means azimuthal quantum number, then M means magnetic quantum number, S means spin quantum number. Next, total number of electron in subcell and total number of electron in cell. Next one is total number of electrons in subcell, total number of electron present in subcell. Next, total number of electrons present in a cell. Mark that. I repeat again. It is principal quantum number, it is azimuthal quantum number, it is magnetic quantum number, it is spin quantum number, total number of electron in a subcell and total number of electron present in a cell. We discuss one by one. Mark that. If n is equal to 1, that means in the first cell, means that is in the K cell. In K cell, how many subcells are there? One subcell, that is S subcell. For S, value is 0. We know for S it is 0, for P it is 1, for D it is 2, for F is only 3. So in first cell, one subcell is there, that is S subcell, and for S subcell, the value is equal to 0. Then for magnetic quantum number, if L is equal to 0, magnetic quantum number 0. And in first cell, how many electrons are there? 2 electrons. Spin quantum number is plus half and it is minus half. Mark that. So total number of electron in subcell, in S subcell, how many total number of electron? 2. And total number of electron in a cell, in first cell, one subcell, and in one subcell, maximum 2 electron. So in first cell also, 2 electron is there. So total 2 electron is there, and in first cell only one subcell, that is S subcell, and S subcell only one orbital, that is S orbital. We know maximum 2 electron, and these 2 electron possess the different spinning value, magnetic quantum number value, and azimuthal quantum number value is 0. Next, first cell part is over. Next switch over to the second cell. Mark that. Second cell, n is equal to 2. In second cell, how many subcell are there? 2 subcell. One is known as S subcell and one is known as P subcell. Mark that. If we select S subcell, value is 0. If we select P subcell, value is 1. And for S subcell, magnetic quantum number is 0 and spin quantum number plus half minus half. Next, in S subcell, how many electrons are there? 2. In P subcell, magnetic quantum number L is equal to 1, means minus L to plus L through 0, means 3 orbital are there, Px, Py, Pz. Mark that. It is Px, Py, Pz. In each orbital, then maximum number of electron also 2, we know that. And its possible value is there, that is minus 1, 0, plus 1. Px, Py, Pz, for its value minus 1, minus L to plus L through 0. In Px orbital, how many maximum electrons are there? 2 electrons. Plus half, minus half. It is also plus half, minus half. It is also plus half, minus half. I repeat again. This one I repeat again. In second cell, mark that. In second cell, what happened? In second cell, 2 subcell are there. One subcell is S, one subcell is P. Mark that. For S subcell, only one orbital is there, that is S orbital. And in S orbital, maximum 2 electron is there. And in P subcell, 3 orbitals are there, Px, Py, Pz. What are their value? How we know? That is minus L to plus L through 0. L is 1, so minus 1 to plus 1 through 0. It is Px, Py, Pz. In Px, whatever may be the orbital, maximum 2 electron, plus half, minus half. Py, plus half, minus half. Pz, plus half, minus half. So, in this first S subcell, maximum 2. In the P subcell, maximum 6. So, in the second cell, maximum 8. Mark that. In second cell, that is a 2n square principle, the 8. This 8 electron divided into 2 subcell. In S subcell, maximum 2. In P subcell, maximum 6. In S subcell, that is the value of spin quantum number, magnetic quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, and also in this case of P subcell. It is all about the first cell and the second cell. Next, move to third cell. Mark that. How it is possible? Do you understand up to this one? Okay, good. Next, we proceed to third cell. Mark that. If that is principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, spin quantum number, subcell and cell. If n is equal to 3, if n is equal to 3 means third cell. In third cell, how many subcell are there? 3 subcell. Because a formula, number of subcell in a cell is equal to n. Means in first cell, number of subcell is 1. In second cell, number of subcell is 2. In first cell, number of subcell is 1, that is S subcell. Second cell, number of subcell is 2, that is S and P. In third cell, number of subcell is 3, S, P, D. In fourth cell, number of subcell is 4, S, P, D, F. So proceed. Now it is 0 if it is select S, it is 1 if you select P, if it is 2 if you select D. Then S subcell possesses only one orbital, that is S orbital, and its value minus L to plus L, that is 0. It is minus 1, 0, plus 1. It is minus 2, minus L to plus L through 0, minus 2 to plus 2 through 0, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Mark that. It is plus a half, minus half. It is plus a half, minus half, plus a half, minus half, plus a half, minus half, plus a half, minus half. Mark that. It is S. For S subcell, maximum 2. For P subcell, maximum 6. For D subcell, maximum 10. Mark that. S subcell, one orbital is there, maximum 2. In P subcell, 3 orbital px, py, pz. Each orbital is 2, so 3 orbital, that is 6. In d, that is dxy, dyz, dzx, ds square minus y square, dz square. 5 orbital is there. Each orbital is maximum 2, so 5 orbital maximum 10. So it is all about the third cell. Total 10 plus 6 plus 2, that is total number of electron present in a third cell is equal to 18. This 18 electron divided into subcell S subcell 2, P subcell 6, D subcell 10, and these are the distribution of electrons. Similarly, it is a homework to you to calculate how many division are there in fourth subcell. If n is equal to 4, then 0, 1, 2, 3, S, P, D, F. For in S, it is similarly for S maximum 2, for P number of subcell electron is maximum 6, for D number of subcell 5 subcell, so 10 electron. In case of F, 7 subcell 14 electron, so 14 plus 10 plus 6 plus 2 equivalent to 32. So it is all about the distribution of electron in cell, subcell, sub-subcell or orbitals. Okay, any doubt? No doubt, good. That means from this expression, from this principle, we draw some conclusion. Mark that. We discuss some conclusion relating to this principle. We discuss one by one. First we discuss, then we write. Mark that some point, listen carefully, then we write. That is, the total number of electrons present in a cell by 2n square principle. Okay, point 2. The total number of electrons present in a subcell, that is by 4l plus 2. L azimuthal quantum number. Next, total number of electrons present in an orbital is only 2. Next, number of subcell present in a cell is n, means first cell only one subcell, second cell 2 subcell, in this way. Next, total number of orbitals present in a cell is n square. N means principal quantum number. N square, that means in first cell number of orbitals is 1, 1 square is 1. In second cell number of orbital 2 square, that is fourth, means that is s orbital and px, py, pz. In third cell number of orbital 3 square, that is 9, that is s 1, px, py, pz 3, then dxy, dyz, dzx, ds square minus y square, dz square. 5 plus 3 plus 8, 9. These are some point. And another one point, the maximum number of electron that can be occupied, accommodated in a particular orbital is 2 with opposite spin. Last point is there, since the chances of occupying more than 2 electron in an orbital is excluded, is not possible. I repeat again, since more than 2 electron never occupy, never accommodate in an orbital, so it is excluded. That's why this principle known as Pauli's exclusion principle. Okay, now ready to note down point by point. Point 1, that is total number of electrons present in a particular cell is equal to 2n square. I hope all of you know that is n is known as principal quantum number. Point 2. First point is over. Next move to second point. Total number of electrons present in a subcell in a particular subcell is equal to 4L plus 2. I remind again, here L stands for azimuthal quantum number, whose value starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this way, if we apply, the number of electrons in a subcell is 2, 6, 10 and 14. Next, point 3. Total number of electrons present in a total number of electrons present in an orbital is equal to 2. Whatever may be the orbital, it is S orbital, px, py, pz, dxy, yz, zx, whatever may be the orbital, maximum accommodation is 2 with opposite spin. Next point 4. Total number of subcell present in a particular cell is n. N stands for principal quantum number. That is, in first cell, number of subcell is 1. That is S subcell. For second cell, number of subcell is 2. That is S and P. For third cell, number of subcell is 3. That is S, P, D. Similarly, for fourth cell, 4. S, P, D and F. Next point. Next point is, note down the number of orbitals in a subcell. Next point. The total number of orbitals present in a total number of orbitals present in a subcell is equal to 2L plus 1 values. 2L plus 1, here L stands for azimuthal quantum number and the values are minus L to plus L through 0. L stands starts from 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1. Next point is the total number of electrons. Next point is total number of orbitals. Total number of orbitals present in a principal cell is n square. In a particular cell, the total number of orbitals present is equal to n square. That is, in first cell, n is equal to 1. Number of orbitals is 1 square. That is 1. Mark that. For example, mark that. It is values of n. Values of n. N stands for principal quantum number. Next, we move to the number of subcell. Next, number of subcell. Next, number of orbitals. Mark that. Values of n, that is principal quantum number, number of cell, Next, number of subcell, and last one is number of orbitals. Mark that. In case of first cell, only in case of first cell, that is K cell, number of subcell is equal to 1. Number of subcell is equal to 1. That is S subcell. This one is S subcell. And number of orbital is S orbital. Because 1 square is equal to 1, and that is S orbital. In second cell, number of subcell is 2, because N is equal to 2. That is S subcell and P subcell. Mark that. That is number of subcell is 2. One is known as S subcell and one is known as P subcell. And total number of orbitals 2 square, that is 4, implies S subcell, Px, Py and Pz. Okay, move to the third cell. Number of subcell is 3, that is S subcell, P subcell, D subcell is equivalent to 3 square, equivalent to 9, implies S, Px, Py, Pz, Px, Py, Pz. Next, dxy, dyz, dzx, ds square minus y square and dz square. Mark that. Total number of orbitals is n square, 3 square, that is 9. Similarly, in fourth cell, number of subcell is 4, S, P, D and F. That means it is 4 square, that means 16. For S it is 1, for P it is 3, for D it is 10, for F it is, for S is equal to 1, for P is equal to 3, for D is equal to 5, for F is equal to 7 orbitals. Add this, total is equal to 16 orbitals. That means the principle says that the total number of orbitals present in a cell is known as n square. In first cell, 1 square 1. In second case, 2 square, that is 4. In third case, that is 9. In fourth case, it is 16. And the last point, the important one, since the chances of accommodation of more than 2 electrons in an orbital is excluded, therefore, this principle is known as Pauli's exclusion principle. Why it is known as only not Pauli principle? Why it is known as Pauli exclusion principle? That point is there. Since the chances of more than 2 electron accommodation in an orbital is not possible, that chances is excluded. That's why this principle is otherwise known as Pauli's exclusion principle. After the completion of this principle, Aufbau, Horn's and Pauli exclusion principle, now it is the time to solve one or more important problem relating to this principle. Mark the question. What are the possible questions are there? An electron in a 4f orbital. Mark that. According to the data given in the question, an electron is in 4f orbital. What are the possible values of quantum number? That is, what are the possible values of principal, azimuthal, magnetic and spin? If an electron present in 4f orbital, then what are the possible values of quantum number for principal quantum number, for azimuthal quantum number, for magnetic quantum number and for spin quantum number? Let us discuss one by one. Mark that. Electron present in 4f. I repeat again. That means while representing a subcell, first letter is principal quantum number, the second symbol for azimuthal quantum number. It indicates that principal quantum number is equal to 4. And azimuthal quantum number f, for S it is 0, for P it is 1, for D it is 2, for F it is equal to 3. And magnetic quantum number depends upon azimuthal quantum number, that is possible values 2l plus 1, and values are minus l to plus l through 0. L is 3, so minus 3 to plus 3 through 0 means minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2 and plus 3. These are the possible values of magnetic quantum number. While spin quantum number possible value is plus half, either plus half or minus half. These are the possibilities of the different values of quantum number. Okay, proceed to the second one. Mark that. What is the second one? Using S, P, D and F notation, describe the orbital of following quantum number. Following quantum number are given. We have to represent the notation. Mark that. We have to represent the notation of that orbital symbolically. Representation of the orbital by giving their quantum number value. Mark that. First one is principal 2, azimuthal 1, means answer is 2. Azimuthal quantum number S is 0, P is 1, so it is known as 2p subcell. B1 is 2p subcell. B2, N is equal to 5, L is equal to 3, S is 0, P is 1, D is 2, F is 3, so it is known as 5F subcell. Move to third one, that is N is equal to 4, L is equal to 0, means 4S subcell. Here N is equal to 3, L is equal to 2, means 0 is S, 1 is P, 2 is D, that is 3D. So if principal quantum number is 2, azimuthal quantum number is 1, it is 2p and it is known as 5f. Principal 4, azimuthal 0, known as 4s. Principal 3, azimuthal 2, it is known as 3d. Any doubt? Okay, no doubt. Move to the next question. Mark that. What is the next question? Mark that. Which of the following set of quantum number are not permitted? Which of the following set of quantum number are not possible, are not allowable? That one is not allowable where some deviation is there. Mark that one by one. First one is principal is 2, azimuthal is 2. And one thing remember that I repeat again. Principal quantum number values starting from 1, 2, 3 up to n. While azimuthal quantum number value starting from 0, 1, 2. That means azimuthal quantum number value never equal to the principal quantum number value. Since azimuthal quantum number value here is equal to principal quantum number value, it is not allowable, it is not permitted. So B1 in answer you write it is not permitted because azimuthal quantum number value never equal to principal quantum number value. Okay, good. Next, second one. Mark that. Principal 2, azimuthal 1 means lower less than. If L is equal to 1, possible values of magnetic quantum number minus L to plus L means minus 1 to plus 1. So minus 1 is 0, minus 1 is there, allowable. Principal quantum, that is spin quantum number either plus half or minus half. So second one, first one is not allowable, second one is allowable or permitted. Okay, good. Move to the next one. Mark that. Principal 2, azimuthal is 0, magnetic 0, and last one spin is also 0. It is not allowable because we know that spin quantum number possesses two possible values: clockwise rotation plus half or anti-clockwise rotation, that is minus half. 0 is not there. Since spin quantum number is 0, it is not allowable. Okay, good. Move to the next one. Principal is 2, azimuthal is 1, less than, it is allowable. Magnetic quantum number. Since azimuthal is 1, so magnetic quantum number possible value is minus L to plus L through 0. Minus 1 to plus 1 through 0. But here magnetic quantum number is 2. It is not allowable. Bit 4, note down, it is not allowable because magnetic quantum number value lies between minus 1, 0 and plus 1. But here it is plus 2. That's why First one, third one, fourth one is not allowable, while the second one is allowable. Okay, move to the another one type of problem. Next question, mark that. Note down another one type of problem. Note down, which of the following orbitals are not allowable? Mark that. Next question, which of the following subshell are not allowable? Which of the following subshell are not permitted, are not allowable? Means it is not correct. Mark that. 1p, 2 to 3 example. 1p, 2s, 3d, 4f. Some, mark that. Some symbols are there. Let us verify it is allowable or not. First one represent principal quantum number. Second one represent azimuthal quantum number. Principal quantum number is 1. Azimuthal quantum number is 1. That means it is not allowable, because we know that azimuthal quantum number must be less than that of the principal quantum number. Principal quantum number ranges from 1, 2, 3 up to n, while azimuthal quantum number ranges from 0, 1, 2 through up to n minus 1. So it is not allowable. Next, principal is 2, azimuthal is 0. It is allowable. Principal is 3, azimuthal is 2. S 0, P 1, D 2. So less than, it is allowable. Principal 4, azimuthal 3. It is allowable. These 3 are allowable, while 1P is not allowable. Mark the question. Next question. How many electrons in an atom have the following quantum number? How many electrons in an atom has the following quantum number? Mark the bit 1. Principal quantum number 4. Spin quantum number. That means principal quantum number 4. It indicates that number of electrons is equal to 4 square. That means, mark that. I repeat it. I write here again. Answer. Bit 1. Fourth cell, we know that in fourth cell, maximum number of electrons that can be present is equal to 2n square. 2 into 4 square, that is 32. That means in fourth cell, maximum number of electrons that can be present is 32. But another one condition is there, having spin quantum number minus 1, minus half. We know that is for each set of orbitals, 2 electrons are there, one possesses plus half, one possesses minus half. So for one orbital, for 2 electrons, one possesses minus half. For 32 electrons, the number of electrons having minus half is by 2. That means 16 number. I repeat again. Do you understand or not? I repeat again. Total number of electrons is 32. Again, each orbital 2 electrons. So 32 electrons are in 16 orbital. Okay. Again, in each orbital 2 electrons, one is plus half, minus half, plus half, minus half, plus half, minus half. So in 16 set of orbitals, 16 plus half and 16 minus half. So question is, in fourth cell, how many electrons are there having minus half spin quantum number? So answer is 16. Okay, good. Move to the second one. That means, mark the second one. Principal quantum number is 3. It is, and azimuthal is 0, means 3s. Mark that. In 3s subshell, in 3s orbital also, how many maximum electron is there? 2. So the maximum number of electron present in following quantum number is 2. Friends, these are the little idea about the application of Aufbau principle, Horn's rule, and last one, Pauli's exclusion principle. It is all about the chapter 2, second chapter, that is structure of atom.